In 2009, a struggling immigrant who once stood in line for food stamps was rejected for an engineering job at Facebook. Just 5 years later, that same company would be forced to pay him $19 billion. Jan Koum grew up in a small village in Ukraine, living in a house without running water. He spent his youth under a communist regime, where state surveillance was a daily reality and personal privacy was non-existent. To escape that environment, his mother moved them to the United States. They arrived with nothing. His mother worked as a babysitter and swept floors, while the family survived on government food stamps. Those early years left Koum with two permanent convictions: a drive for self-reliance and a deep psychological need for communication that couldn't be monitored by anyone else. Koum found his path forward through computers. He bought secondhand manuals, taught himself how to code, and eventually secured a role as an infrastructure engineer at Yahoo. But after leaving Yahoo in 2007, he hit a wall. He applied for jobs at the industry's rising giants, Facebook and Twitter, and both companies turned him down. While unemployed, Koum bought his first iPhone. He realized that the brand new App Store was creating a massive, untapped ecosystem of mobile software that would soon reach every pocket on the planet. His first idea was a tool that let people post a simple status to their phone contacts, telling friends if they were busy, at the gym, or on a call. He called it WhatsApp because it sounded like "What's up?" The app launched, but it immediately struggled. Users weren't actually interested in broadcasting their status to the world, leaving the product stagnant and without a clear reason to exist. Koum watched the data and noticed something unexpected. His few users weren't using the status feature as intended. They were using it to ping messages back and forth, essentially using the status updates as a primitive chat room. This revealed a massive global pain point. At the time, telecom companies charged users for every individual SMS message they sent. For many people, staying in touch was becoming prohibitively expensive. Koum rebuilt WhatsApp as a free, internet-based messenger. Users bypassed telecom networks entirely, sending messages over data instead of paying for texts. The response was explosive. Growth went viral, adding 1 million users daily, eventually surpassing 400 million active users globally. This growth wasn't manufactured by marketing. It was discovered by observing how users were already trying to use the product, and then removing the friction that stood in their way. Koum maintained a strict philosophy influenced by his youth in Ukraine: no ads, no gimmicks, and complete user privacy. While other tech companies harvested data, WhatsApp focused on a clean, fast experience. This lean approach allowed the company to scale massively with a remarkably small team, absorbing an unprecedented influx of global traffic without the weight of a complex advertising business. However, that growth created heavy operational demands behind the scenes. Koum had to balance his product vision against the daily reality of managing server infrastructure, managing global recruitment, and complex accounting systems. Sustaining this level of scale required two things: an unshakable commitment to the core user experience and a robust system for managing the technical and logistical chaos that comes with world-class growth. By providing a perfect utility for free, WhatsApp began aggressively capturing the attention of the global mobile user base. Inside Facebook, panic was growing. They realized that their dominance over the mobile market was being undermined by a faster, simpler alternative that users clearly preferred. Mark Zuckerberg saw that Facebook could not copy WhatsApp's simplicity. Their business model was built on data and ads, the very things Jan Koum refused to include. Acquisition was their only remaining path to control. By solving a core human problem better and cheaper than the incumbent, WhatsApp had effectively cornered the market on global attention, making it a direct threat to Facebook's future. In 2014, Zuckerberg sat down with the same engineer his company had rejected 5 years prior. To remove the threat, he offered Koum a staggering $19 billion. When the time came to sign the paperwork, Koum didn't go to a corporate office. He drove to a specific abandoned building, leaned the documents against its door, and signed his name. That building was the former welfare office, where he and his mother had once stood in line to collect food stamps. Jan Koum's story proves that market dominance isn't determined by early rejections. By relentlessly solving a singular customer problem without compromising your values, you can build an empire that the world is forced to buy.